How do you know if you're dealing with a toxic boss? Well, you probably know, but I'll give you some signs just to be sure. Number one, a toxic boss micromanages. I mean, you can't even send out an email without him having to review it first. They want to control everything, nitpick everything. Micromanaging is a big sign of a toxic boss. They take credit for your work. They don't hesitate to do that, but let them get blamed for something and they will shift the blame to you. Another thing they do is they play favorites and they play hard. And nothing is more demoralizing to a workforce than a person who advances because of likability as opposed to based on merit. These are just a few examples, and I'm sure if you're working for a toxic boss, you know it. My name is Regina Molden. I'm an employee rights attorney, and I see this stuff all the time. There are three things that you should be doing starting right away to help deal with this and in case you ever need to pursue legal action. So let's get into it. Number one, you should document everything. You know, you hear this a lot when it comes to employment cases and employment advice, but it's so true. When I have employees come to me and we're looking at filing a lawsuit, one of the first things I do is pick up the phone and try and reach out to the lawyer for the employer. We're going to talk about the case because my goal always is to settle the case, to resolve the case as soon as possible if that can be done. And what they want to know is what is your evidence? In employment cases, evidence is documentation. People don't understand that. But if you have calendars documenting everything that happened to you, every email, every memo, every text message, whatever it is that you're complaining about that, or that we need to point to, evaluations, whatever it is, the more you have that, the more likely your case is to resolve favorably. So start today documenting everything. And I want to say this too. I have a pretty substantial following on like Instagram, and I sometimes people weigh in and they'll go, "Oh, that's just hearsay." It's not hearsay. Trust me when I tell you, this is what I've been doing for. I've been practicing law for 25 years now. When I tell you document everything and that it will make the difference between winning and losing, believe me on that. Okay, enough for that. The second thing you should start doing right away is setting boundaries. You know, I tell people you can never control what someone else does, but you can control what you do. And boundaries are about you and about you enforcing your boundaries. So if you say, I don't take calls after I leave the office, you're an hourly employee, and there's no reason you should have to do that, then you have to enforce that. Because if you don't enforce your boundaries, no one else will respect them. So you can turn your phone off, turn on your out of office reply, or put it on silent, whatever it is you need to do it and stick with it. Because a toxic boss will just run right over your boundaries if you don't enforce them. And finally, and this is really important, detach emotionally. Learn again that people who are determined to control you, people who are toxic, are not really trying to help you. So stop feeling bad and working hard to gain validation and respect from someone who has absolutely no desire to support you, to see you grow. So anyway, there are a number of other things that you can do, and we'll continue talking about these in other videos. But starting right away, implement these three things, and believe me, it will help you so much in the long run if it ever becomes necessary.